I won't get too deep into like the guinea pig facts right now, but guinea pigs assert dominance over each other. Male guinea pigs assert dominance over each other by mounting each other in a humping position.
So it's really like prison at your house.
Yes,
right now.
yeah, exactly.
That's hard as fuck.
That's why my dad used to call our old guinea pig Shaggy El Chapo, because he came in and just regulated everybody and was like, I'm running this shit now, boys.
Today on the show, we are finally back in the studio, and we are joined with my boy Joe Cash, singer, songwriter, Scarborough legend. You guys are going to love this one. The vibes are on point. I can go on and talk about how awesome this episode is, but why don't you listen to it right now? I think everything's recording right now.
It looks like
This
you
is
are.
cool. Thanks.
It says 46 seconds over the 47, 48.
Oh,
I promise I
beautiful.
won't keep
It's
doing that.
47 seconds of the new era. It's 50, according to our producer, Sam. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
For taking us here and for checking the mic levels, and also being the love of the life to my friend Joe Cash right now.
It is very true. She is the love of my life.
You guys are quite the team, too. I see over here we got your VHS.
Yes.
And, she did the art? And
She
everything?
designed this. Okay, she's really like, she does most of this. So we drive to the Valley Villages and we source the tapes and the shells inside. I'll get to that in a second here. But so she designed this entire outside. If you want to take a better look at it right there. Yeah, that's a good angle right there. Mm-hmm. Look at that. I'm getting used to the camera, Sean.
Fantastic.
But she designed this entire outside. And then I transfer the tapes to blank VHS tapes. And then she takes apart the blank ones and replaces them into these different colored ones. So as you can see here, we got the orange one. And then she does each one of these labels by hand, so each one is unique that she then puts on there. It's really incredible. And yeah, the VHS is basically just, like it's an hour and 45 minutes of my music videos.
Yeah, and it totally fits into what I like to call the Joe Cash universe type of thing. And I want to get to that. I want to get to how some people wear their heart on their sleeve. You wear your nostalgia on your sleeve. Like literally you got a Goosebumps tattoo.
Absolutely.
Stuff like that. But one thing before we get into all that, I kind of want to dial back a bit. And
of course.
When I talk to my friends about you or like trying to explain your music, I noticed a pattern where I don't really say a genre. It's almost an atmosphere you create.
I don't even really know what to call it at this point myself. The way I look at it is like, because personally I like when a song takes me back to like a certain place and time, right? It reminds me of, say, being 17, hanging out with my friends, or like in my early 20s, like discovering a new artist, but where I was like kind of mentally at that time and what was going on in my life and stuff, right? So one thing I've always tried to do with my music overall is just kind of have something for people to connect to, and things that might take them back to certain points in their life, and it creates a sense of nostalgia. And also that's why I keep my music very simple, which is why it's hard for people to like classify me, right? So like these days I've been saying I'm kind of like urban indie pop.
That makes sense.
Kind of
I heard you say anti-pop before too.
Anti-pop's
which is cool.
a good one. I do like the anti-pop for sure. But the nostalgia aspect definitely plays a big factor in my music. Like I would add nostalgic in there if there was like a cool way to do it, like nostalgic indie pop or something.
Maybe
like
we
that.
can work on that. But I feel like one day that'll happen natural.
Absolutely.
And also what's amazing too, if you go to a Joe Cash show, you see all walks of life, from people from the battle rap community. You'll see people with mohawks from the punk community.
Yep.
All combining together, singing all the lyrics and stuff. And I think it's just so fascinating and also just kind of shows the power of you just being yourself, your genuine self, and putting it into your music, where it's taking all these walks of life who you've been around of, and even maybe you're not playing their genre that you would think they would be into, whether it's like the punk or the hip hop or whatever.
Right, yeah.
There's an energy from you that they gravitate to you like a magnet, and they all show up when you got a show.
Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good way of like pointing out what it is about my music, I guess, that like the way it kind of like connects people and brings like the people together, not like being like my music brings people together, like not in that way, but it's just it doesn't really fit in a hole, like a pigeonhole, and everybody seems to like be into it no matter what genres they're usually into. So yeah, it is fun. Like I like bringing like, you know, some of my friends from the hip hop scene to like a show at Raven Grove, and it's just like this gnarly punk house, like
Yeah.
artsy punk house with a stage in the backyard and a
Hmm.
toilet in the corner behind the tarp, and the people are like, this place is fucking sick. The energy here is awesome. Everybody's like having a great time, dancing, chilling, just vibing out. And like, that's kind of like because my music just kind of vibes with, it doesn't matter if you're a boomer or a millennial or you listen to mostly hip hop or mostly punk rock or folk music or whatever. Everybody kind of can take something away from the songs I write. And that's always been my goal.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's definitely like genuine too. I notice some other creators, and nothing against them or whatever, because they'll be into a genre like so much, like so hardcore, but then the music they try to make is just emulating somebody else they listen to, and I always feel like you just become a watered down version of whatever that is. Where I feel like when I'm listening to Joe Cash's songs, they're coming from you and not this one place and this one place where you'll find like the punk, the hip hop in it, but it just feels like it's something else being created that's beyond the genres and again, something genuine within yourself.
Absolutely. You're nailing it today. You're nailing it today. Because, yeah. No,
I'm a big fan.
and you know what, John?
I've been watching him.
I'm a big fan of you too. So that goes without saying. But you know what? That is true because, like, you know, when I got really into Little Peep, I was like, you could hear glimpses of like some influence from that style of music in the songs that I wrote after that. But it was like it'd be like an acoustic song.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sad on Your Birthday. I remember when I showed Brad the very first demo of the original version of that.
Yeah.
And it's the why are you getting mad in the first place? The way I had recorded it in the demo, he's like, oh, dude, you're doing the Little Peep thing there, right? And it's like, and then so it forms its own thing over time. And like, yeah, you don't want to just come out the gate being like, I make emo rap now and like just make an emo rap album and your heart's not really in it, right?
Yeah.
So I just try to keep my heart in things or go the opposite and I write like songs that are like kind of nonsense, like Soda Pop or Boardwalk and stuff like that, right?
Definitely. And it's real. And it's like you're going through all the human emotions instead of just being one thing. Cause you know me, I'm big into like the metal scene and a lot of it's like these guys are like, okay, I just got to be angry all the time.
All the time,
where you
right?
are just kind of going with the flow. It's, yeah, like you said, there's going to be a silly song. There's going to be a sad song. There's going to be a happy song. And it's just almost like a reflection of life. And one thing I also love is people watching at your concerts. Again, not only because it's different walks of life, the hip hop, the punks, like my neighbor I can bring, they'd love a Joe Cash song as well.
I love that. Yeah.
And just I one thing I noticed recently at your shows too, sometimes I'll go to support like my friends and like the crowd will sing along, but they're only singing the choruses. But when I go to a Joe Cash show, you got a certain connection with people where they know all the verses.
It's weird, right?
Like you'll hit the first like strum on your guitar, and then it's just like the first like couple like bars of Streetcar or whatever, and everybody sing it. It's crazy.
It trips me out because I'm like, why do you people know these lyrics? I know you're my friends, but like, it's like, when did they learn that? Like, when did they learn that part of the song? Like, when did 5 people just saying that? Like, that's weird. It's been happening more recently. I was talking about this with Chance.
Oh yeah,
Because Chance was
shout
like,
out to Chance and Lime Ricky.
yeah, and Long Dog Records. I need to plug that. Long Dog Records. Long Dog Records. But yeah, anyway, Chance said the same thing the last few shows. He's like, dude, people are like really singing along to the songs now. And not just like say the chorus of 1950 something, which people have always kind of vibed with, but like you're right, it'll be like some random part in some random song, and I'm like, who the fuck just saying that, right?
Yeah.
I don't even remember these words sometimes, and I'm like up on stage like, wait, what comes next? But then someone will start singing it, and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
And yeah, even one of your latest songs, you put me in the music video. Teacups.
Yes.
One thing I loved about last time I saw you play that live, and it wasn't planned with the whole crowd, but it was that one part where you just yell "fuck" in the song.
Yeah.
and the whole audience just did it. It was beautiful.
Which is fantastic too, because that comes in so fast in the song that it's hard to get, like, that's supposed to be my breathing point.
Yeah.
But I have to say fuck. So I think that time I just knew it was coming. So I let them go fuck for me, and I was able to catch my breath.
Yeah, it's basically an ad lib. So even like I mentioned,
is.
it's like fascinating that they're singing the verses. It's people are even into the ad libs where it's just like an afterthought type of thing. It's
Absolutely.
just like you're punching on all directions.
I'm firing on all cylinders these days.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I think that's just because, too, I've been just kind of more conscious about little things like that in my writing recently.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, like, just doing stuff that doesn't necessarily fit, because it's easy for me to get lost into writing, like, just straightforward pop songs.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have to find a little thing. Like, I got to make sure to still throw a few swear words in there sometimes, right?
Definitely.
A couple dirty words.
And again, like going back to wearing the nostalgia on your sleeve and you doing what you do, there's moments in your set where you'll bust out a tune like something from the Vanga Boys.
Yeah.
But then also it turns into this punk rock energy. And next thing I know, I'm in the middle of the mosh pit for a Vanga Boy song or an Aqua song.
Yeah.
And everybody's smiling and smashing each other. And then right after, I'm just like, fucking Joe, how does he do that?
Dude, I love it, man.
Yeah.
And but that's exactly why I do it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it was, so this time, I know I do like the Vanga Boys one live, like with my acoustic, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this time, my last two shows, Brad's drumming with me again, and he's like,
It's fantastic.
yeah, shout out to my best friend Brad, by the way. He's a fantastic drummer. But so that was his idea, was, yo, let's do, he's like, let's punk these songs the fuck up for the end and let's mash them together. So that's what we did at my birthday show that you were at Raven Grove.
Yeah.
We mashed Aqua into Vanga Boys, right? So Dr. Jones into Boom 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 Boom, and just punked it the fuck up. And like, I love watching people's reactions, like how you were saying, the people watching, because you have people that haven't seen me before and they're like, is this fucking song happening right now?
Yeah.
And then they're like, are people moshing to this song?
Yeah.
Does he have distortion on his guitar for some reason?
And then they're
So
also
doing
like,
that.
but I also know this song and jump in the pit.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're like, this fucking song. And sometimes they haven't heard it since the fucking 90s or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
right? They're like, what the fuck? I always love people. I think I was playing in Barrie, and one of my buddies was there. I think it was my buddy Johnny. And he was like, I started playing Vanga Boys, and like everyone starts in the room starts like singing along in this like house show in this basement.
Yeah.
But he's looking around to people. He's like, what song is this? I know this song. What song is this? Somebody tell me what song this is. And sure enough, he figured it out and then started singing along to everything.
Fire.
It's so fun. It's just such a fun way to end the set too, because then no matter how bad I fuck up my own songs, if I end with Vanga Boys, nobody cares.
Yeah.
The rest of the night, everybody's like, they were fucking awesome. It's like, I don't remember shit up there except for that last song.
And I feel like sometimes as an artist, we can get in your own head, and you'll have these moments when you're playing, and maybe you hit the wrong chord, put the capo on the wrong spot, or whatever.
Absolutely.
But I feel like with what you do, your live show is always different from the recordings anyway. So
Yes.
we don't fucking know. Like you got songs that you play on piano that live you'll play with a guitar, or vice versa. You could switch them up too.
Yep. And sometimes I'll have a band play with me.
Yeah.
On a full kit with full bass. Recently, I've been adding distortion to my songs, which has been sounding great.
and I like it.
And then also, yeah, exactly. Well, that's also why I've been doing it, because I'm like, I'm playing with like these punk bands and stuff, and I don't necessarily fit into the punk genre, but so now I can tailor my stuff to like a heavier show, right? Or I'll play the bookstore and have my buddies play the fucking cajon and like acoustic bass with me or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Actually, in January, I have a show coming up at the bookstore.
Oh, cool,
where I'm going
cool.
to have like 3 or 4 jazz musicians backing me up for a set.
Awesome. And shout out to that place. Is
Sellers in Newell.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
just down on College in Little Italy. Thank you to Peter Sellers and Gary Top for always having me perform there.
Yeah, it's
Love
a
you
nice little
guys.
vibe. And if you guys are in Toronto and want to check out Joe there, get on it. It follows Joe on all the social medias, because that room sells out quick. It's a tiny room.
It's a small
just
room. It's a 30-person cap.
Yeah.
It's a 30-person cap, and it is a very nice vibe, though.
Oh,
I think I love playing those shows in that environment. I think it's a great way to see me too, especially for the solo ones I choose to do there. But also to hear me with like these songs. It's like, oh, I'm still playing acoustic, but I have like, you know, a stand-up bass player and a drummer with me. You're never going to hear it that way again, probably.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So, and like the acoustic bookstore shows that I do myself are great because I'll pull out the deep cuts, throw some extra covers in there because I don't have to worry about like teaching these other songs to like other guys, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I'm gonna fill an hour there. So I love playing in that space. And yeah, definitely come out and see me, all of you watching at home. On I believe it's January. Sean can put the date somewhere or
Yeah,
something. But we'll
we
figure
can
that out.
edit it in post.
Fix it in post. But yeah, no, it's an awesome little spot there. And then, you know, I like doing that and then playing at some punk DIY club or in somebody's backyard for their birthday or their kitchen
Yeah,
or
fuck
like
yeah.
whatever, because those are the coolest places to me to, I think, see what I do. Because it adds that intimacy and like the nostalgia aspect of that.
Yeah, even I feel like I've been checking out lots of interviews of bands I like who play maybe like the bigger arenas and stuff like that. And every
Yeah.
time they have the moment where they get to go to like maybe play a house party by surprise or whatever, the
Yes.
feeling is unmatched. And there's something with the intimacy. Like I feel like when you have such a huge crowd, everybody becomes a bit blurry.
Yes.
Where if there's less people in the room, it becomes a little more, or like definitely intimate. That's why they call it like an intimate show. But I even noticed like from like back in the day when I was doing stand-up comedy, sometimes I was less nervous when a room was full
Yes.
than when there was just a few around. But then
Because the
I feel like that's where
energy-
you're making the real connection. Like you
There
look
you
them in the
go.
eye. Yeah.
That's it right there, Sean. You're exactly right. Is you feed off of the energy, like in those more intimate settings, the crowd's energy, they feed off you and then you feed off that and it just circulates and circulates back and forth, back and forth. The big shows are great. I love playing at like the Horseshoe or like, I don't even know what some of the bigger venues that are still open. At
Yeah,
this
yeah,
point
everything's
are.
dying.
But I loved playing at venues that size, don't get me wrong, but when I get to go and play these smaller venues or somebody's fucking living room or something, everybody's like into it and like it's just like I don't have to worry about like my levels. I'm just singing and fucking playing guitar. And I love seeing performers like that too.
Oh, definitely.
I love going
yeah.
and seeing like my friends or just like even seeing artists like as they're coming up at these like more intimate venues and smaller venues is so cool. And sure, when you see them on like a bigger stage, let's say like Massey Hall or something, it's still great, but it's a different show.
Definitely, definitely.
It's a totally different show,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. And those tiny ones, you feel like you're in the moment, and sometimes you remember those nights forever too. It's like you were there for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen so many shows at the Opera House. I love the Opera House. I've had some great times there. Some awesome fucking shows there. When I used to go into mosh pits, that was the place to be, right? But a lot of those shows in my teenage years have all kind of blended together. It seems like one big show almost,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Whereas like seeing like an artist that like I really love like so much at like a small venue
Yeah,
with like, you know, less than 100 people in the venue and they do like an hour and a half and they're pulling out like songs that they would never play to a big room. That's the kind of shit I love.
definitely.
So
And-
that's what I like to try and do with my shit.
yeah, awesome, awesome. One thing as you were talking about that, it was reminding me of the night you got me to come out and shoot leftover crack at the rock pile.
Hell yeah.
And you got some connections with like your name and stuff like that.
Yes.
And also it's wild. It's like your videography life, which we've talked about on like older episodes, but people might be checking you out right now. But
Yeah.
around you making the music, you're also like a cinematographer too.
Yep.
And like makes these fantastic music videos, not only for yourself, but for other people, like our
Yeah.
friends in Piff Break, Bad Look, and
I
the
just
list
did
goes
one
on
for
and
Bad
on.
Look yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing. He's fire.
That'll
dude.
be
Yeah.
out pretty soon, I think. So,
Yeah. And like it's cool to think about how beyond just the sound, where I think a lot of like artists I meet, that's all they're thinking about, and then they have like a team to do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
You're doing it all by hand, and like even to the visions of the music videos and everything.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I have Sam and I have like Chance and even you and stuff. Like, you guys help me out so much. There's a lot of stuff I do that I couldn't do alone. Like, you know what I mean? But I do understand what you're saying in the sense of like, I like to maintain like a certain level of not necessarily like control, but like creative control actually would be a better way of putting it, as opposed to just control itself. But in a way where I can let other people, other creatives that I trust and like respect their opinions on and stuff, have input to make my shit better, right? So, but having my own video gear, because I do music videos for other people and videography as my job and stuff, I can then be like, hey, like, Sam, hold this camera for me while I get this shot I need for this video or whatever. Or like when I did the Sad on Your Birthday visualizer thing, and we put the balloons all over me at Chance's, and you guys like popped all the balloons and stuff, right? Just shit like that. Like, it's, I can bring the camera and we can set the shit up because I have the means of production, and then I can go home and edit it myself because I know what I'm shooting for.
Yeah. And I think that's the power of being independent artist as well, being able to control your vision.
Yes.
And yeah, that's one thing I always think about you. And I have a lot of friends who are also signed to major labels, and sometimes they get in these predicaments or arguments where people are pulling them in different directions, or even I've seen situations where they've had songs mixed in a way that wasn't true to them and they feel terrible after.
Absolutely. People get their shit overproduced and it loses its edge that makes them like unique to their sound.
Yeah, definitely too. And I feel like almost when I think about you and what you've been doing, it almost goes full circle to the audience connection, because we feel that what's coming out of you is genuine from you. And there's never even it's interesting because you'll change the vibe, like you mentioned. You'll do like a little peep song or then like punk it up or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel off. It still feels like it's coming from you. And it's more than a way I can't even explain. It's like an energy type of thing, which I think is just so fucking rad and true. And it's just something you feel. Like, it's not like...
I love that. Yeah. I love that because that's when I try different genres, and like whether I'm doing piano or just acoustic or, you know, collaborating on a track with one of my producer buddies doing like some sort of electronic song or something. I want people to hear a song, no matter like one of my songs, no matter what genre it is, and know that it's my song.
Yeah.
So they can hear it. And that even happened with, I have this song called Back Then. Kind of went under people's radar a bit. But when I dropped it, my buddy Doug messaged me and was like, dude, I was listening to this song and I was like, this sounds like a Joe Cash song. I wonder if Joe's heard this song. And then I looked at my Bluetooth thing on my screen and it said that it was Joe Cash.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
I was like, yes. This is
again,
exactly
it's just
what
like,
doing, man. Like, yeah.
We're feeling the vibe of it. Like, there's some sort of soul that's, and it can't be replicated because it's like truly coming from you. And my last episode that I posted was with the rapper Shad, and we
loved that episode, by the way, dude.
Oh, you listened to that?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
I listen to your stuff when I'm like cleaning or like
my guy.
vibing at the end of the night, and like it's like it. Sometimes it's like background, but like I tune in, right? So if I'm like cleaning the apartment or like cooking, or like just need something to kind of like not pass out to, but like wind me down at the end of the night. That's when I throw on your podcast. You're actually the only podcast I listen to right now.
Oh, bro.
Because I don't have time for a lot of them anymore.
Yeah.
And like I kind of fell out of a lot of like the podcasts I used to watch and stuff. Just because like their directions changed and stuff, right? So when I need something on, I don't have like my talk radio or anything that I used to listen to. It's all, everything I used to listen to is all gone. You've remained consistent.
That's the biggest compliment ever, because you saying that, you made me think of like my kind of comfort shows, and like I'll put them on and maybe like pass out or have it like when I'm cleaning and it's there, and I just love it. It's just a vibe, and like to be that for somebody else is like amazing to me.
Well,
like,
absolutely. And also
so
like,
thank you so much, man.
Well, there's that added layer of comfort too, because like you're my homie. You're one of my good friends, right?
And so, it probably seems like we're hanging or something.
Yeah, and then you got this this nice sultry voice, and I'm just like, yeah, I want to listen to some of that before bed. I want to listen to that.
My guy, Creative Imbalance After Dark.
After Dark.
One thing I really wanted to bring up too, because I don't like talking about myself, and see how I just switched the subject.
I'm trying to go there, bro. No, it's okay.
But this year, Joe has released Alligator Pie. Get yourself a slice of that alligator pizzy.
Slice of that alligator pie.
Yeah.
Is this the alligator? Right here? There we go.
But
I like the setup. I can do that on your show now.
I like how we can see ourselves on all the cameras. I'm trying not to be distracted and look at you.
It's tricky, right?
It's really tricky.
That's why I've been maintaining so much extra, because like I'm always weird with eye contact. It's never been my thing. Like since I was a baby, it's never been my thing. But I'm trying to maintain the eye contact, because otherwise my eyes are just going to wander to the screen. I'm going to watch myself talk on the screen the entire time.
Yeah, and if I look at myself too much, I get self-conscious. It was like windy out. I just saw my hair, and it's like, what the fuck?
So
what the fuck, man?
Got the little brush ready to go right there.
It'll be like Zoolander 3, just us looking at the...
yeah.
But... so what I wanted to talk... No, it's all good. You don't need to apologize.
I keep trying to derail you, bro.
We're just like verbally sucking each other off for the next hour.
We're both too humble to want to talk about ourselves.
No, you.
Yeah.
But this is a lot of fun. And even to go full circle again, what we were talking about the nostalgia thing, you got your dad to do the design on this.
Yes.
And I love the artwork because it reminds me of a CD from the early 2000s, like maybe a Much Now or an Aqua.
All of like the Much Dance. Stuff.
It's like the font and everything. And big shout outs to your dad too. I saw you post his thing where he made one of the logos for the Blue Jays.
Yeah,
and
he designed the Blue Jay logo they used from 2000, or he designed it in 2001, but they used it in 2003 for a couple of years or something. It's the one with the T and the bird on it. But yeah, so he's a graphic designer, and he did he still is to this day, but he did a lot of his big work like through the 90s and early 2000s. So, and he's done some of my artwork and stuff in the past as well. So I got him to do this because I was like, you were actually like there. Like, I was there, but I was like this big and then this big and this big. Like, he was actually designing in that time. Yeah. So he put it together, and he just absolutely nailed it. I was going for, you nailed it with like the Much Dance like compilations and like Aqua, like some Eiffel 65, some B44, my goats.
Those are your boys?
Those are my goats, bro. So he nailed it. And then to keep it simple with the rest of it, like the back and the inside and stuff, is all photography. So the back is a photo of like our bikes out front of my house in the 90s.
Oh, shit.
That like I took with like one of my parents' disposable cameras. And then the inside one is you can open it up if you want, but you don't have to do all that. It's up to you. I can just describe it.
Unboxing.
As well. All right, there we go. While he's unboxing, so the inside, there's a photo of the CP24 truck out of the side of the Old Much Music building, blasting out of the side down on Queen Street.
That's fucking iconic.
My mom took that photo in like 2003 or 2004 or something when my aunt was visiting. And then, and that's behind. And then the other one is just me on Halloween.
That's beautiful. Did your mom take that one too?
Yes, my mom took the photo, and I believe my mom and dad, I can't remember which one of them. Dad, if it was you, I apologize if I haven't given you full credit. But they made that whole, what do you call it? Halloween costume for me.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing to have both your parents in this piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's something I didn't think about till now, and that's really...
And also the fact that like I do photography and cinematography and stuff for work, to have the back photo be like, there were a bunch of photos in that set that are just blurs because I was like running around outside at like 9 years old with a disposable camera that my mom gave me. Hey, use this up so I can go develop it, right? And I got a photo of like my favorite bike as a kid and all that stuff. I was like, oh, great. I have all this stuff. I might as well use it. and it maintains that connection, right?
Yeah. Also, I think that's awesome too, to put your mom in it too, and like
Yes.
have her legacy a part of it. For people don't know, Joe's mom passed away, and
All just past 9 years ago.
Yeah,
So yeah,
which is
2016
yeah.
doesn't feel like that long,
Mhm.
but yeah,
because I believe I met you right around that time when she did, and I remember that.
yeah,
And
I think we were friends for like a couple years before, but she was sick for a long time,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like a lot of my friends didn't. A lot of my friends that I made in my like kind of early to mid 20s didn't really get the chance to totally meet her because you
Yeah.
know she was home a lot and stuff and didn't have people
Yeah,
over
yeah,
a lot.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it was yeah around. So she passed away in 2016.
Yeah.
And she was like a really great photographer. She could play music. She used to do like stained glass and
Oh,
like
so cool.
yeah, and she was always like had like these crafts she would make and like sell at craft shows and then like
Oh,
the craft
sick.
stores
Yeah.
downtown. So like the creativity's always been there. Same with my dad being a musician and like an artist and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like when you talk about influences and stuff, like my mother and father were my earliest influences. So for this, I really wanted to include something special. Like, and because this is all about my childhood, like Alligator Pie is a book. I can never remember the author's name, and all my Toronto nostalgia people are going to crucify me for not remembering
We'll
the name
put
right
it
now.
like at the bottom.
Yeah,
like,
have a little just flash the name, but the thing is I didn't know it as much for the book of poems by the Toronto-based author. I knew it because there was a made-for-TV movie that I thought was like a fever dream
Oh,
up
what?
until during the first COVID lockdowns. I was just scouring the internet for
Did you
whatever
find
I could,
it?
and I found it on YouTube.
Whoa.
Alligator Pie. It's really weird. I'm going to send it to you too.
Yeah.
Because it's weird, and I was like, I thought I like dreamed all of this, and it's all filmed in Toronto.
Oh, what?
Yeah, like so, like they're in High Park at one point on the jungle gyms, and like in the little alleyways downtown, and walking down Queen Street and stuff. So Alligator Pie, and also because it's kind of random, I was like, I've been wanting to call an EP that since I released. I think I had the idea before my last EP even came out in 2016, and I was
Oh,
like,
shit. Yeah.
and I was like,
yeah.
no, I gotta just get this one out so I could move on to Alligator Pie. And then it took me like 8 years after that to get it finished. But
Damn. Yeah, that's fascinating. I think a lot of us don't know
there's
that.
a lot of layers to a lot of the stuff I do.
yeah.
Because then it's nice when I can actually like somebody wants to talk about something and I'm not just like, oh yeah, like that's my project I put out with a cool photo of me.
Yeah.
It's like I want there to be layers to it, right? So my dad designing the art, me and my mom taking the photos, me taking the photo when I was a kid, and like even like having Logan record it. And like Logan was like the first person I started recording music with. And so I got in the studio. I was like, I just need to bang out 4 tracks, acoustic only. You're the guy to do it with, right?
Boom.
And I've been collaborating with Logan since my first EP. And before that, when I was doing my solo punk stuff, he would record it all in his mom's bedroom and shit. So there were so many aspects of this that like I needed to have those layers and those little Easter eggs so that I actually have something to talk about when I come on your show. Otherwise, I'm like, this is my EP.
I should have done this earlier. Like
Yes,
I'm
a
like,
photographer took this photo of me. That's how it goes sometimes, right? But here it's like, let me tell you something. Let me tell you some layers.
That is so
Like
cool.
the line with the text in it is supposed to look more like Much Dance 1997
I
mixed
see
with
it.
like a Prozac album and like there's some references in there of all like my favorite albums when I was a kid and stuff like that, right? So
That's
fun,
making
man.
that's cool. You know what's funny? When I first heard the name Alligator Pie, I never actually questioned it or asked you what it means. I just know you just have like a bit of like a random ass sense of humor. And but there's just something about it. I'm like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was just like this silly thing.
That's good to point out too, because I do have this kind of like random sense of humor. Then that like would just fit into it. If I'm just like, oh, I don't care. I just called it Alligator Pie because I thought it sounded cool or like something like, or it was some weird thing someone said at a party or something. It could be that, but you never know, right?
So fucking layered, and that's just like the artwork too. Like it's funny, like you've met Sammy Unin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
He this was back when the days when I last interviewed you in person, when we had that studio space at the Pacific Junction Hotel. Actually, it's crazy. I'm doing it live again. This is a moment.
We back, baby. We back.
The new era, which is like the old era, which makes me very happy.
It's the new old era.
Yeah. But back in that space, Sammy actually interviewed Prozac. And I came in like an hour after him. And Sammy's just got like, when he's like telling a joke or whatever, he'll just like deadpan you. It's the best. So I walked in and I immediately, first thing I said was, "How's Prozac?" And he looks at me and he's just like, "Terrible." And I'm like, "Oh, bro, why?" He's like, "They're not really cartoons." I was like, yo.
I was like, where's this going?
Yeah.
They're not really cartoons.
And then recently Sammy did like
good.
an interview for somebody else. And I noticed some guy who was doing the show put in his story, preparing for an interview, and had Sammy's name on it. I'm like, "Hey man," like I just sent him a DM. I'm like, "You want to Nardwar him? Just ask him why you were so disappointed with the Prozac interview." And he's like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, you don't need to know anything. So Sammy was like, "This guy did his research. He knew that." Because he's told that story a couple times and made that joke. But,
right. Yeah.
He didn't know I put the little seed in.
That's so fun. I like when people plant the seeds.
Yeah.
Because I think you did that to me. When after Scarborough Girl came out, I went on to Welcome to the Music with Karim.
Yeah. Shout outs to Karim. He's doing stand up now and doing a little scene.
And I went on his podcast, and he was like, "So somebody told me to ask you about the boys," and I was like, "My guinea pigs?" And I was like, "Oh man!" I was like, "Who was that?" And he's like, "It might have been Sean, might have been Ben." And then I talked about like Ben's gonna hate me if this comes up again, but Ben getting very drunk in Detroit. Shout out to Ben Lawrence, my guy.
There's a funny story that's not funny to him.
Yeah, that's not funny to him. I won't elaborate because I elaborated last time, and I wasn't sure if afterwards he was like, but hi Ben, don't worry, I won't go into it. But it was fun because I was like the guinea pigs, like because I didn't know Krim. I hadn't been on Krim and Greg, I think is and I hadn't been on their podcast before. I had no connection to them. So when he's like, "Oh yeah, so tell me about the boys," at first I was like, "What?" Like, and he's like, "I don't know. I just have here to ask you about the boys," and I was like, "My guinea pigs?" So it is also always fun. Shout out to my guinea pigs, Millhouse and Captain America.
Is Millhouse the new one?
Millhouse and Captain America are both new.
Okay.
So, we got them about a year ago. Captain America was named Cappuccino when we got him. Sam's youngest son, Rory, was like, we called him Cap when Rory first met him. He's like, "Captain America?" And then I told my dad that Rory calls him Captain America. And my dad's like, "That's the greatest guinea pig name in the history of guinea pig names."
Facts.
So and then we named Millhouse ourselves because he's also like Millhouse is a little bit smaller than all the other guinea pigs I've had.
Yeah.
We got Millhouse and Captain America right now.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're living in the basement with us. They're crazy and always making noise. They can't live together right now, so they live side by side like cellmates. And they have this little part where they
got a partition.
Yeah, where their cages join up, and they sit there on each side with their hands up, so it's like they're sitting at a little bar.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Are they separated because they want to kill each other?
Yes.
Or I was going to say, or are they separated because they want to fuck each other?
Both. No, because before I won't get too deep into
people like that.
I won't get too deep into like the guinea pig facts right now, but guinea pigs assert dominance over each other. Male guinea pigs assert dominance over each other by mounting each other in a humping position.
So it's really like prison at your house.
Yes,
right now,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's hard as fuck.
Yeah, that's why my dad used to call our old guinea pig Shaggy El Chapo, because he came in and just regulated everybody and was like, "I'm running this shit now, boys."
Regulators.
Yeah,
Shout out to El Chapo.
El Chapo,
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
my guy. But so that's what I mean. The guinea pigs come up, and then now I'm telling you about like male guinea pigs asserting dominance over each other in the domesticated animal kingdom.
I'm learning so much.
That's
right
why
now.
I love these. 1 minute we're talking about like the music, then we're talking about the guinea pigs.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It is fantastic. That's super cool. I do love the name Captain America too, and it's actually kind of cool. Like you and Sam getting together,
Yep.
and now you got like some kids around.
Yep.
Kind of like stepdadish by not marriage or whatever.
Kind of, yeah. To them, I'm just Joe.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're
That's like a new chapter.
It's definitely
for sure.
a new chapter. Life is interesting these days, and there's a lot of stuff I can't really go into detail about, but having the kids around has been great.
Yeah, yeah.
It's definitely the first time in a long time that I'm feeling like I actually want to care a bit about the future instead of like, well, when I say care about the future, but it's more so like I've always been a very live in the moment guy.
Yeah.
And it's just got me thinking about more like, I never used to think about where I'd be 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Where now I do. Now I think about where I'm going to be 10 years from now. Like, and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And the kids are great. It's nice having that kind of energy around. It's a lot at first, especially when like you haven't spent a lot of time around kids.
Yeah,
but once
yeah.
you get used to them, it's like, oh yeah, they're chill, man. Like,
Yeah, that's dope.
they're always doing their art and their music and stuff, and like,
I was gonna say every once in a while I see you like with an instrument in them on like your Insta story or whatever, and I think
oh yeah,
that's
like
hella cool.
Sam's daughter Aubrey, I can sit there and I can play scales for Aubrey on my piano, and she sings them perfectly. Like hits the notes perfectly and sings along the scale. She's never had she's never had any music and stuff. I got her playing two hands on the keyboard my keyboard on the piano for the first few times she was over. Rory's a bit of a wild man, so I threw him on the drums.
Yeah,
right. And then they got the keyboards are out all the time, the acoustic guitars are out all the time and stuff. Because I had that stuff lying around.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's still a little small for the big kit. But
yeah,
maybe we could get him although I'm like, yeah, I want to get him a drum. And Sam's like, you don't want to get him a drum. He's 6 years old. He's going to be banging on that shit 24/7. Teach him when the appropriate time to use drums are. Otherwise, it's because I was like, oh, I should get them some
Sam,
bongos.
the voice of reason.
Yeah. She's the mom. She knows,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's like, oh, I should get them some little bongos or something. She's like,
nah, fam.
no. We gave them some maracas, and it's been like
nonstop.
madness. Anytime they got their hands on it, it's like 30 minutes of just, no, not even, it's just like, he's like hitting stuff with it and everything. It's fun though. Like, you get used to it, right? But
yeah, that's cool.
yeah, no, it's been very nice having a bit more direction and structure in my life.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I feel like perspective is so important. And I feel like, I don't know, it's just, that's got to be a bit like life changing too. Like, I'm not a father myself, but it's like, I can't imagine how different my energy and the way I would do things shift if I had kids in my life. Because right now it's just almost like you mentioned, you're thinking about, oh, tomorrow, 10 years from now too. I'm like, I feel like I'm still stuck in that.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with
one day at a time type of thing.
But there's also nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's just interesting perspective.
Yeah, and I still do live a large amount of my life that way. But you're right. It is like, it's not something you really think about until like something external gives you a reason to think about it.
Yeah.
And like, I've been a lot like more freaked out about death these days and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
and we lost so many people in our community too.
It's been tough.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's been really tough. I've lost close friends. Some of my closest friends. I've lost mentors, pets, everything in these last few years. And so it's like, I'm trying to get my health more in order. Like I'm drinking the least amount of alcohol I have since I was like 15 years old. Let's put it that way, right? So like, lots of existential kind of things going on for sure, and it having like kind of something to look forward to and work towards too, like even just being excited to watch the kids grow up and stuff. What it does is like it keeps me from spiraling about death and about like how much time do I have left. Never knowing when I was getting to the point where like I stopped like kind of going out. Like I would go and I'd hang out with like some friends in the park, but like I didn't want to take public transit. I didn't want to like put myself in any situations where like I want to be able to control the situations around me as much as possible.
Yeah, yeah,
Hang
yeah.
out in a big open park so I can see no one's going to
See
sneak
what's
up on
behind
me
you
and
and stuff.
attack me, or like stay at my house and have people over to my house because I'm safe in my house. I know where the exits are. I can lock the doors. I'm not going to go out and like get sick from touching something, or like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was so. I've always done a pretty good job, even in those times, of still getting myself out. But now it's kind of like it keeps you from getting caught up in spiraling on those kind of things, and spiraling about death and like doom and destruction. Where now it's like, I just want to hang out with Sam and hang out with the kids and like, have my little puff and watch my movies when I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
And it's
comforting.
like, it is, man. And also like, I feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get a bit better sleep, and like a lot of like my health issues have like eased up more because like I'm not having drinks every weekend. And like
Yeah.
I'm being more conscious about what I eat. Like I don't fucking eat fast food anymore
Oh,
unless it's like
yeah.
I've been working till 1 a.m. and it's the only thing open.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'll go through the drive-through, I'll go to Subway.
Yeah.
But if it's like during the day, like I live in Scarborough, man. What am I doing living in Scarborough eating fucking McDonald's when I can walk to like 3 of the best Caribbean spots in the city,
Oh,
or
yeah.
the best shawarma spot in the city, like it is a 5-minute drive for me or something like
You're
that.
in the
right?
hub of like multicultural
Yeah.
and any type of food you want at any
Exactly.
hour.
I can go and walk to a Caribbean spot for lunch, and then a hawkish spot for dinner, and then a shawarma spot for second dinner, and they're all fucking fire. It's all delicious food, and it's all made well. It's like, why do I want to eat like garbage?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you have that little craving though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe sometimes you need that quarter pounder when you're
Sometimes
hungover as
I
fuck,
tip
right?
the scales too much with that. But,
No,
yeah.
exactly, and the convenience factor too, right?
Yeah, that's
you
the
live
thing,
right
too.
by that A&W, bro. I could not, bro. I'd be hitting Buddy Burgers every day if I lived
Bro,
there.
so when they first built that, like it wasn't there when I moved in that neighborhood, and then they built it, and I
Yeah.
was just like, oh, fire. And then I was having like that first couple months it got built, I would open my fridge and I'd be like, hey, I want a little snack. I'm just like, yo, the 24-hour A&W. This is across the street. Now
Right.
I can't stand A&W. It's my least favorite thing. Like
Absolutely, right?
I overdid it to like the millionth degree.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like at night looking for a little snack. I'm like, I can get a poutine right now, and it's 10 like steps away, like right across the
It's
street.
too convenient,
fucked.
right?
Yeah.
It's way too convenient.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And then you don't have the energy. You don't have the energy to cook,
Oh yeah.
or you don't have like something easy to cook, and you're like, I'm too tired for
Just
this.
tap out.
I'm too tired for this. Fuck this. And that's why like I like that like it's kind of good that like say like my roti spot's not in walking distance.
Yeah.
Because I would eat there every single day, and then I'd be burning through all my money. So
Yeah.
like it's good in that way. But yeah, man, just like trying not to like eat like shit all the time, and like take a bit better care of myself.
Definitely.
That's what it is. And like picking your battles when you do want to have some fun. Like if I want to go out and have some drinks, I'm gonna wait until it's like one of my close friends' birthdays and we're going to like a cottage weekend or something. Then it's the time to have some drinks. My phone's off, like my responsibilities are gone, right? I haven't been drinking at concerts.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Like, well, big concerts. Like
Yeah.
not necessarily like our local bovine shows and
but
stuff.
it's not like you're in the alley with the boys. I'm boys.
yeah.
Chugging.
Sean's boys, the boys in question.
we used to like hide like wine behind like fucking dumpsters and like
Yeah, and don't get me
fucking-
wrong. I'm up for that with
But-
like the homie shows or something like
But
that.
yeah,
right?
it's not every
the right
show.
punk show at the right venue.
Where
But,
it
like,
used to be every show.
Yeah, like I went and saw Sum 41 with Sam. We went and saw Jack K's. And we didn't drink at either of those shows. And we had like seats. Like I was seated on the mezzanine for Jack K's at the Opera House. And I was like, well, don't get me wrong, like we took a couple gummies and stuff. But
Yeah.
we were home by midnight and we got some bomb ass food on the way home.
Yeah.
And like I remembered every minute of the concert. I didn't have to pee a million times. I didn't spend $200 on overpriced beer.
Yeah.
We got some nice, delicious food on the way home and still came like $150 under budget. Because then
Beautiful.
we're not drinking for two. Then we can drive to the show ourselves. We don't have to Uber. Like, you know what I mean? Or like, you know, just whatever. We can go and park at the GO station and take the GO train down. And it's not like we have to worry about what we're going out to do after. It's like, oh, I'm in bed at 1 a.m. And as old and lame as that makes me sound, listen, your boy will drink for 2 days if he has to, and if it's the right situation.
I've seen it.
You know, I'll have a beer for breakfast if we're at the cottage and it's time to go. Like, everybody's up. The barbecue's fired up. Yeah, put a Budweiser or whatever in my... No, put a Pabst in my hand. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
But I save those for the right times.
Yeah.
And it makes the hangover worth it. I'm sick of just like the random hangovers. And it's like, because I wasted a day drinking, and then I waste a day to the hangover, and now the hangover lasts 2 days. So I waste 2 days of the hangover. I'm unproductive, and then move 3 days of my week on, and then I have to play catch up on all the shit I put off from doing that because I wanted to have some beers with my buddies at Bovine, and then it turned into a rager.
Yeah, facts. And I didn't even know all this about you cutting back and stuff, but I see you
because I've been in a bit of a hermit mode, right?
But
that's
dude, you honestly you look healthy. There's something you're just like glowing, like in a way.
Thank you, man. No, I really appreciate
I don't know if the
that.
cameras pick it up or whatever because the white balances are weird.
I appreciate that so much.
But no, it's true, and I'm not just gassing you. No. There's something with that.
I appreciate that because it reminds me that I am putting in this effort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's making the effort. Like, it's hard sometimes when you're trying to make life choices and you're not seeing results.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I'm not on, like, a weight loss journey or anything yet or anything like that, right? But I'm on a trying to be healthier journey. So you saying that reinforces that I'm making the right decisions, and that'll prevent me from making the wrong decision that I don't want to make. Yeah. Like, we had the kids over the weekend. I really wanted to go out for Halloween in the Jays games. And then I also really wanted to drink after the Jays lost both of the games. I didn't have a drop of alcohol the entire weekend. I haven't had a drop of alcohol in the last 2 weeks.
Oh, beautiful.
Right? I feel fantastic. It's great. Friday and Saturday, I was, especially Friday for Halloween and the Jays game, I was like having big time FOMO because there were like a few parties happening and stuff. But I was like, you know what? It's going to be so much better tomorrow. We have the kids. And I'm not like
your
just
whole
in bed
day
all
isn't
day.
because you lose a day from
and I
having
can
a
interact
good
with the kids and stuff, right? And because I've never hung over around the kids. The first time I met the kids, I was hungover.
Oh man,
because it was last minute and unexpected, and I was like, never again. Like I threw up in my bathtub that day, like, that morning before they got there. So I was like, never again. But so that's exactly it. Is I pick my battles. And it's made life more enjoyable. And, you know, like fighting off drinking because the Jays are going to win and then because the Jays just lost.
Yeah.
That was a big one for me because this is like this big moment. But I sat with my brother who is sober and my dad who doesn't drink anymore and Sam and the kids and my brother's girlfriend. And we watched all the games together.
Beautiful. On
Halloween. And we gave out candy and watched the game on Saturday. And it was like after the weekend, I was like, I'm glad I didn't go out. Like, I'm glad I don't feel like a piece of garbage right now, even though I'm depressed as fuck about the Jays.
That's the whole city. But
yeah, that's the whole city. Exactly. Yeah,
I'm fucking hella proud of you. And also, like, I'm inspired by this in ways that I might tell you off the mic, too, because I've been slipping in an unhealthy road, too. And even, like, self-aware about it, but almost not taking action. And just kind of hearing you talk right now gave me just some motivation. So thank you so much for that.
Of course. What I will say to you, Sean, is don't be too hard on yourself, though. Okay. Yeah. I know. But you sometimes, even if you're going to be, you have to hear other people say it.
It's actually ridiculous, too.
You have to hear other people say it, though, to not be too hard on yourself, because it makes you be a little less hard on yourself. When you're going, and we all are. Yeah. Right? We're all hard on ourselves as human beings, as creatives, everything, right? Yeah. And especially like as we get older, we're like, well, why am I still doing this? Like, I'm getting older. Like, you know, I'm in my 30s. Like, I'm in my 40s. I'm in my 50s. Like, it's going to keep happening as you get older. So what does it matter, right? Like, you can't be... Things are going to happen in life out of your control. So don't be too hard on yourself if you need to cope for a bit. Yeah. Or you need to do something that gives you a bit of peace in an otherwise chaotic life. Whatever helps you protect your energy, even if it may be not the healthiest choices and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
If it keeps you from fucking going insane and choking your bus driver because he looked at you wrong, that did not happen in real life, I promise you. But you know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. You're gonna make a sequel to the song "Streetcar" of you killing a fucking TTC worker.
Bus driver, yo, fam, he just murked that bus driver, bro.
Yeah, he got murked, fam. Oh man, bro,
yeah.
that was so well said.
Thank you, man.
We're coming up on an hour, and I think that's like a
good little
beautiful, like, you know, like how they back in the old shows, they're like, "What did we learn today?" and they wrap it up. That felt like one of those moments.
It was definitely one of those moments.
Also, we're gonna do a little hard cut. And have you play a little tune as well if you're feeling it.
Yeah,
but also before we go, I wanted to dedicate this episode to somebody who you were closer with, but also part of my battle rap community. Big dedication to Bishop Brigante, who we lost. He lost his battle of cancer this past year, and I know you were very close to him.
Yeah,
and he was a big influence on me since I moved to Toronto. So big ups, Bishop, and you're working on something that people will see sometime soon.
Yes,
regarding Bishop.
There are some things in the works. I can't say too much, but there's some things in the works. And yes, I love you, brother. I miss you, brother. Rest in peace.
Awesome.
The song is called "Sad on Your Birthday." Cheer up, dummy. Why did they say that? Oh. Anyway. You keep on asking questions I don't have the answer to. You only hear what other people say. You just want to corner me and push you for the truth. What the fuck you want to know today? Why are you getting mad in the first place? Why are you sad every year on your birthday? Why are you acting bad? And I mean it in the worst way. Your place, your way. Why you always hurting? Baby, maybe I'ma be the singer in your song. Sadness in my happy melodies. Keep it simple, we don't got a way to do it wrong. My hand on top of your hand on the keys. Don't make us go back to the hard days. Don't let me go back to the heartache. Don't you try to start a fight to get me back to our place. I'll say no way, you'll be left all lonely. No way, I don't wanna go home. No. No way, I don't wanna go home. No. Tell me what you need from me, it's something I can find when I pull up the top 40 hits are on. You ain't gotta worry, I won't leave you here behind. You somehow know the words to all the songs. I can't find a common ground here. I can't stand to be around here. When I think about the bullshit I put up with all year, everything became clear, Why, oh, where did the time go? In a different time zone, all I see is light, so why though? Did I say goodbye though? I didn't say goodbye, no. Why, oh, where did the time go? Why though, did I say goodbye though? No way, I don't wanna go home. No. No way, I don't wanna go home. No. No way, I don't wanna go home. No way, I don't wanna go home. Falling off the ladder, feeling low, it doesn't matter. I will run and fall to hold you up again. Yeah, that makes you madder, baby. I can tell you'd rather be out drinking somewhere with your friends. Why don't you just up and leave? Then I can't go through all this again. I can leave if you don't want to. Just tell me what I need to do. Everything you said to me turned out to be a lie. Honestly, I can't say I'm surprised. I can call my homie and stay at his crib tonight. Don't be out here calling me to cry. Breathing once again is easy. You still text to say you miss me. Please do not ever come back here. Please do not ever come back here, no.
Woo! Yeah!
Cheer up, dummy.
Biggest thanks to Joe. You can check him out in all the links in the description. Also, biggest thanks to our patrons down here. And if you want to check out more of the Creative Imbalance, click one of these videos on the screen. Right here, right there, right here, right there, wherever. Yeah. Yeah, bitches.